Hello guys, and today I want to show you a fun little deck. I'm using mainly this deck whenever I have a quest to do that involves winning with Norse, or winning the winners that is now changed to winning 4 games, or playing 8 games, or winning 7 games. And why? Because this deck is designed to win as fast as possible or to lose as fast as possible. And this is like, how fast can aggro be? That's the theme of the deck. The name of the deck is going to be DPR, just for damage per round, 'cause that's what you want to get the highest possible. And the deck really has a lot of synergy together, but it gets counters by any AoE, just like Rushing Thunder, Annihilation, Capri, Blight. All of these AoE, even Diamond Vengeance, will completely kills you, but then you can play just another game, right? So let me tell you what the deck will be. We're going to play 2 Dagas, right? I know it's a little bit weird, but it deals 1 damage to the enemy stone if you want, and it gives you a Cursed Warrior, which can combo well with the rest of the deck. So we're going to play Mayhems. Now you can see where Dagas can combo a little bit. I mean, it's not the strongest combo ever, but it helps. We're going to have Valhalla Sorcery, because it will discover a Norse card. But, wait a second. Yeah, that's Valhalla's Blessing. Wait, nah. Valhalla Sorcery. Yeah, discover a Norse spell, because we want to play lots of spell, because we're gonna have good cards that have strong synergy with spells. So Valhalla Sorcery is gonna have, play 2 spells, so you're gonna trigger that twice. Now, we're gonna also have Warrior Sigil, who is a spell and will combo well with Mayhem, and Hunter Sigil, which is exactly the same thing. We're also going to play Crippling Curse, and there's a really cool interaction with Crippling Curse that I'm going to show you. And of course, if your opponent plays a big minion on curve at turn 5 or 6, you just trade one of your warriors for him with the Crippling Curse. Super easy, and you continue pushing damage onto the Summoning Stone. Now, we're gonna have here Imperial Soldier, and this guy, you want to play it in the back of your stone, and because you have so many spells, that guy's, and like, 2 from Valhalla's Blessing. Wait, no, Valhalla's Sorcery. Wow, that was really hard. Okay, and the Crippling Curse, the Hunter Sigils, everything. This guy's gonna get so much attack. He usually hits for 6, 7, 8, and if he attacks a second time, you just instantly win the game. So really dangerous Imperial Soldier. We're also going to be playing the Mercenary, since this guy usually 5/5, 6/6, super easy, because you can surround yourself with so much stuff, and then he just swings it really hard. We're also going to be playing a double Sign of Doom, because this is literally 2 free damage. You can combo it with the leader ability of Odin. It gives you another body on board. Really, really powerful. We will be playing Rathathosker. And here's funny, right? Rathathosker deals a random damage whenever he attacks. So if you Crippling Curse one of his unit, and he only has that unit in the stone, you have a 50% chance that Rathathosker will hit that unit. We'll also be going to be playing Gift of Munning, which, it used to deal damage to stone, but now it doesn't. Maybe I'm going to replace them. Maybe you could replace it with Gunner's Might, right? But again, it makes you draw a card, which is not bad, and is a removal at the same time. So I'm gonna keep them for now, but that card could be replaced for example, a Gunner's Might. We're also going to be playing or finisher card if you want, and that's going to be 2 sieges. So since you have all that like massive minions playing siege, you will just get so much damage into the opponent's Summoning Stone, and that's what you want. Just end the game fast. And our last card would have super synergy with spells, and that can win you games alone by staying in the back. It's going to be Imperial Archer. Imperial Archer will damage whatever they have. They will push damage to the Summoning Stone no matter what you play as a spell, since like more than half of your decks is spells. And not also that, if you crippling curse your opponent and it's the only minion or unit on board, it would also have a 50% chance of killing that unit, regardless what it is. So that's the DPR, damage per round deck, and it's really, really effective. Unless your opponent has a board wipe, then you lose the game, but if not, you probably will win your games at 90%. Unless your opponent also have a super aggressive deck that counters you and you don't have a good draw. So let's go and play, why not? Let's just go and play in ranked and see how it does. And even if I lose, you'll have a good idea if what can make you lose and what cannot make you lose. And this should be a really fast video since, while we're gonna get in the game, we're gonna either play fast, lose fast, and that's exactly what I need for when doing quests. And I don't really have much time because I have all kind of other things to do. Regardless, I'll come back to you whenever we're in the game. Here we are, playing Odin. And let's see, Zeus. So, Mercenary will not be good for starting. Wrath of Oscar, though, is going to be interesting. Especially if we get... Okay, so, Stallion of Doom here could potentially... let's throw the Wrath of Oscar. No, okay, so, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send a guy here. Because if he decides to Mana Potion an Apollo... The Stallion of Doom will kill the Apollo. And I really need to not get him an Apollo. That's the biggest thing that can happen. So right here, what do we have? We have a Dagaz, a trade. I believe we'll go with... I want to keep that with the synergy that we have. So, okay, let's go with a trade. Let's go with a trade. And a Dagaz. That's really in the back, unfortunately. Okay. Gonna go probably with the Gift of Money. 4 mana. Interesting. Deicide. Wow. Okay. Well, let's push our damage right here. It's gonna be 3 damage, which not gonna be that good. But let's see what he has. It's gonna probably be an Aphrodite here, or a Thanatos. Scylla. Okay, that's about it. So just gonna kill a 1/1. We're gonna Gift of Money her. Okay, so now I'm out of range of the Athena, but I'm gonna have to be really careful. Because Athena here is also a really good card that can counter us. So, if all of that stays in play... So he just passed? That's really weird. But that should give us, like, enough damage. Well, let me see. What do we get from the Valhalla Sorcery? Let's take a backstab at this point. It's gonna be really good. Let's siege it. Let's spread out against an Athena. And you can see how the damage is really strong here. And that should, like, mainly... If one of my guys survive, he's dead. So Athena's come down way too late. He's already dead. Crippling curse that just for fun here. And we had way more damage than we needed. You can see, like, this guy alone doing 5 and 8. Like, bam! That is super quick. He missed the 5th drop, but then he just, if your opponent doesn't have the good answer at the good time, it's really, really, really hard. Even though if you would have put in 80s, I would have only had one guy less, and it could have done so much damage nonetheless. So that's gonna be the first one. Let's play another one. See if we can get something else than a Zeus. Because Zeus really, it came up down to the Divine Vengeance if they have that card, if they play it or if they don't. They could, like I said, also a really strong early game could be something that they that give them the game, like Mana Potion Scylla into a second Scylla or into an Apollo, and in which case will have been really, really bad for us since we have, you know, little 1/1s. But, you know, that's a little bit how the game goes. You also have to think a little bit of what your game plan is. You cannot just throw everything on the board and hope for the best. You know, there is still some strategy, but your strategy gets completely countered if you face up a board wipe card. So you just most of the time have to hope they don't have it, in which case you're in a pretty good spot. Nonetheless, I'll come to you whenever we get into the second game. So we're back, and we're going first. It's gonna be Odin against Nuwa. Okay, so the Rushing Thunder here could be a big deal against us. I'm gonna keep these, because the combo, I really like the combo of them. And here, that's really cool. That's a really cool first turn, early stuff. If the Imperial Archer doesn't die, which shouldn't die, we're gonna have a really cool game here. Also have to be careful a little bit about the Dragon King, but it comes in turn 6, so shouldn't be too much of a deal. Like I said, Rushing Thunder here will be our biggest downfall. So let's go with that. See how it goes. Oh, that's actually interesting. Do I take the trade with Scion of Doom? Nah, let's go with the Imperial Archer. So just so I can show you a little bit more about this. Now, I would definitely want him to attack over there. Now, I could have probably play him here though, but I am so used to play it safely. I played it here, but there was probably a way better one, a way better place to do it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. He will have some. I mean, he needs to play a beast or any unit. I just want to crippling curse something. I want to get the board ahead back to me. So, no, that was really awful placement here. Wait, oh, he just gave me something good. Okay, well, I'll take that. Perfect. So we're going to go with. Okay, let's see. With a crippling curse on this. This is the snipe, unfortunately. So go with a Valhalla sorcery. Huh. The course could counter. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Wow, missed all of them. Well, you know, sometimes that's exactly how you lose a game. You just completely missed all of your stuff. I could have played it safer, but I really didn't thought that all of my hits would have gone there. I mean, nonetheless, if he attacks with that, he dies. You lose a lot of pressure, though. That's something that is a little bit sad. The 3 damage on the stone was really not what we were looking for. Gets a double kills on the 1/1. That's also really huge. The Crescent Blade will kill my Imperial Archer, and just like that, I exactly lose. He had a really strong early. I didn't got the RNG, so now I'm. Wait, really? Oh yeah, it's cost 0 when he plays it. Okay, so yeah, you can see how strong the early game was, and there's nothing else I could do now. If I try, he will outvalue me at this point. Kill that. And like he has his cards and just I have that, so there's no point into continuing that. Nonetheless, guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoy it. I did get wrecked in some of these games, but that's the goal still of the deck, not to get wrecked, but to have fast games. And sometimes, if they don't have the counter, if they don't have the heal, it's a really easy win. So, hope that you learn a lot, guys, again, and I'll see you in the next video.